सेयर गर्न लागेको आएर मलाई सपोर्ट गर्नु होला थ्याङ्क यू सो यहाँ चाहिँ मैले जेरीको सिरप रेडी गरिसकेको छु यो चाहिँ कुल डाउन हुँदैछ अहिले यसको टेम्परेचर के छ The temperature 158 पुगेको छ अहिले While that's cooling down, I have my oil ready. I'm gonna turn on the heat and let it heat up. Meanwhile, while this is heating up, I'm gonna get my batter ready as well. I have this container here, and I'm gonna be pouring my batter. And this is what the batter looks like. It's been soaked overnight and now been sitting in a room temperature for about 2 hours now, 2 to 3 hours. And now it's already in room temperature. So I'm gonna add this to this container. So Thomas took Gordon's passengers named Annie and Clara, and Paxton shunted Gordon's empty coaches onto a siding. Then Paxton tried to push Gordon, but Gordon wouldn't budge. Gordon, have you got your brakes up? Maybe. Well, take them off, won't you? How can I push you with your brakes on? Gordon was very proud. He didn't want to be pushed. But if Gordon didn't let Paxton push him, he wouldn't be going anywhere at all. Oh. So Gordon took his brakes off. I see there's a lump here. You need to get rid of that lump. Otherwise, it's going to create a problem. It's going to block my container. So I'll just get rid of that. Let's pour this again. Gordon arrived at the steamworks to have his boiler removed. Soon he looked as good as new. But the other engines still thought it was funny that Gordon had let his boiler run dry. Don't forget to fill your tank up, Gordon. Steam engines need to have my tip. So today is Monday morning, coming live from Salt Lake, Utah. I'm about to make Jeri. It's a dessert. Sweet dessert. Very popular dessert as well. And I already have my sugar syrup ready. This is my sugar syrup. It's already been boiled. And now it's just cooling down. I've added sugar, water, cardamom, saffron, and lemon juice. And now this has been cooling down, and now my oil is heating up. The temperature of this sugar syrup right now, it's gone down to 147-ish. So we need to let it cool this down until it reach about 125. And thank you everyone for taking your time to watch my video. I have my batter already prepared and ready to go in a container. You could use a piping bag. You could use a Ziploc bag and cut the tip out, or you could use container like this. This is just like regular container that I've been using, and it's really handy. So I use this. And the temperature right now on my thermometer, candy thermometer, shows 200.
So I need to let it go all the way to a little above 250, but no more than 300. And I'll get my tongue ready as well to get the Jeri out. So with my tongue ready, oops, tongue ready. I have another tip. This tip is a little bit skinnier than the other one, so we can pretty much cut the size we want. If you want thicker, you just cut it more deeper down. We don't want it too thick. We don't want it too thin either. It's just right up to that line. I've cut my other tip up to this line if you can see it. That's the right thickness. If you make it too skinny, it breaks very easily. So the Jeri is a dessert where it's crispy outside and it's juicy inside and very crunchy. So my syrup is now almost cool to touch. Like it's not super cold, it's not super hot either. So it's good. It's warming. It's warmed up, but it's the temperature is going down. It's interesting. I'll turn on my fan just so you have all the smoke going out, and I don't want it to. Yeah. So, how do you get this to I thought that it gets this rid of this once we already. I think these two. It's fine. Okay. Oh, so now my temperature has reached 300. So first couple of tries are gonna be not so good. So bear with me. I'll get a quick ready as well. So my sugar syrup plate. I'll be setting down my spatulas so that I don't get all sugary counter. It'll be sticky later on. Okay, so my temperature's gone on. I'm gonna start pouring batter. Let's see how it turns out. Didn't spread as much. Disconnected. Welcome. Um, मुझे already clump together. I know. So you say, right now it's the Jeri say. So you put temperature check the right now it's at 132. It's okay. Not that bad. But I want it to be a little bit bigger. I'll have my temperature really low right now. We add one more. Let's move it bigger and spread it out a bit. The more you fry, the more crispy it becomes. This will make that very first try. I'm going to keep adding because my temperature is just right now. I have my gas low. So first, when you put it in, it sinks to the bottom, but it slowly rise up. Floats up. It's gonna splash all around. Right. So the one thing you need to be watching. So one thing you need to watch is the oil temperature. This one keeps going down and up. So that's the main challenging part about making dairy is to maintain the temperature. So having a candy thermometer is just great. Helps you. So this one's crispy already, so I'm just gonna give it a stir. Oh, this one's been sitting here. This is my very first one. See what it looks like. So it's really crunchy outside and juicy. So I have my temperature right now at medium heat. This is the size I'm looking for. So I'll try to aim for the same size. And since this is a freehand, not all sizes come out same, but that's okay. You know, homemade is homemade, right? So since we're just having it for family, it doesn't have to be perfect, but we just do what we can to make it the same size. This one's ready. I go right in the syrup. So it's almost ready. And when you have your Jeri and your sugar syrup, make sure you flip them very gently. You don't want to do it too quickly, otherwise it'll break. So this is what it looks like. This one's about ready here. So when you touch this tongue, I can already tell it's crispy because it's nice and crunchy. So this one goes in and this one's out. So just drain out the excess syrup. कतिजनाले मैले जेरी बनाएको हेर्नुभयो जसमा पहिला त्यसले 2-4 चोटि बनाइसके यो मेरो फोर्थ होला फोर्थ टाइम होला फोर्थ फिफ्थ टाइम हो हजुरहरूलाई जेरी मनपर्छ कि मन पर्दैन हामीलाई चाहिँ साह्रै मनपर्छ सो म धेरै बनाउन थालेछु अलिअलि गर्दै साथीहरूसँग पनि सेयर गर्छु So this is how it looks like. So it's quite ready. So this is ready as well. This is ready. So this goes in and this is out. Let it sit in the sugar syrup for about 20 to 30 seconds. Not too long. Make sure your temperature of the syrup is warm to touch, not hot. Because when your sugar syrup is hot, your jelly is going to be very soft and soggy, and that's not what we're looking for. So I let's say make it crunchy. So मेरो syrup पनि temperature एकबार check गरिहाल्छु म त्यसपछि. अहिले चाहिँ मेरो candy thermometer 300 देखाएर छ. That's exactly right temperature I have experienced. अनि यो चाहिँ एउटा ट्रे जस्तोमा कुलिङ ट्रे हुन्छ नि त्यस्तोमा राखेर हैन सबै यसको एक्स्ट्रा सिरप पनि ड्रिप हुन दिनुपर्छ सो यो सुगर सिरप चाहिँ अहिले यसको टेम्परेचर छ 190 हैन ठिकै छ पनि धेरै लो नहोस् भनेर म सानो चलाइदिरहन्छु बटबट, but we don't want it to go past 1:30. It will be too hot. So what it looks like. Thank you all for joining me on my live video here. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You may also check me out in TikTok. Or TikTok मा पनि छु है साथीहरु, यही आईडी मा. मेरो आईडी मेरो नेपाली लाइफ हो. हजुरहरुले कहाँबाट मलाई हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ, कति बजे त्यहाँ. हाम्रो चाहिँ मन्डेको बिहान हैन, अब 12 बज्यो भने चाहिँ मिड डे भइसक्यो. म चाहिँ अनि जेरी बनाउन लागेको. मेरो टेम्परेचर बढ्दैछ, सो म अब यसमा ब्याटर हाल्न थाल्छु. यो सकेपछि जेरी चाहिँ यस्तो भएको छ है त. तातिए धेरै तातियो भने यो एकै ठाउँमा बनाउनु पर्छ के. अहिले मैले टेम्परेचर लोमा राखिरहेको छु. झन् हाई नै छ. अनि ब्याटर हाल्दै गएपछि टेम्परेचर घट्दै जान्छ. त्यही भएर छिटो हालेको. 300 हाल्यो. मैले अलिकति बढाइदिन्छु हिट. किनभने अब कुल डाउन हुँदै हुँदैन धेरै. त्यो फर्स्टको रेडी भयो. 300 मा चाहिँ खतरा हुन्छ, किनभने यसको पिक्सहरू आउँदैन के. 300 275 को टेम्परेचरमा यसको हेर्नु न, वरिपरि पिक्स आएको छैन. आफ्नो तातो तेलमा चाहिँ साइड साइडमा पिक्स आएर अहिले म देखाउँछु हजुरलाई. यसले रस पिउँदाखेरि सबै रस झर्छ नि. आउटर रिङमा चाहिँ पिक्स भयो. मेरो टेम्परेचर घट्यो, त्यही भएर मैले अलिकति हिट बढाइदिएँ. घट्यो भने यो फुलिन पनि अलिकति त्यसलाई दुखाउँछ अरे. अलिअलि त्यो माथिबाट हाल्नुपर्छ. ठिकै छ. सो म तपाईँहरूलाई देखाउँछु पिक्समा कस्तो भएको. हिट धेरै भयो भने यस्तो चुच्चो चुच्चो आउँछ साइडमा. हेर्नु न, सम्म छैन नि, स्मुथ छैन नि होइन. त्यस्तो हुन्छ तातो हिटले चाहिँ. त्यही भएर 300 275 कि 300 को हिटमा चाहिँ ठिक्कको हुँदो रहेछ कि. क्रिस्पी भएको छ, एकदमै क्रिस्पी. सो हिट टुटिहाल्यो. एकदमै बिस्तारै गर्नुपर्छ. चाहिँ 20 सेकेन्ड जस्तो राख्नुपर्छ. Make sure you're very careful when you're adding them to syrup. You don't want them to break. The same between 40 that's still not below the things. Because I think I'm the shape one enough. It's not a flag, but this one looks good. Okay. Thanks for everyone. Thanks everyone joining me. My live video making jalebi, Jeri. I'm teaching a free talk about the Jeri बनाउँदैछु. This is an iconic dessert. We love to eat this. Special occasionहरूमा बनाइन्छ. यो चाहिँ हाम्रो 12 बजेको छ दिउँसोको. हजुरहरुकोमा कति बज्दैछ? कहाँबाट हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ? के फुडहरु बनाउनुहुन्छ तपाईहरु? यसो आइडिया दिनुस् मलाई पनि. Thank you for taking out your precious time to join me. Baby, can you bring down this clock? Fifi, go table manja. So sugarको syrupको temperature पनि check गरिहालौँ. अहिले 128 छ. So that's good. So यसको 300 पुग्यो. So म यसलाई फेरि Okay, thank you. सानसानो पिचहरू चाहिँ निकाल्नु पर्छ. गर्दै गर्छु हातमा फेरि. धेरै तेल तातो भयो भने पनि फेरि नलैजाउँ प्लान्ट. तेल टेम्परेचर चाहिँ हेरिराख्नुपर्छ. जोगाइराख्नुपर्छ. अहिले 300 अलिकति तल छ. Thank you everyone for watching my video. Subscribe button of this news, please. TikTok mapan semua, TikTok money follow wala. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. If you like this kind of food video. I mainly make food videos. Love to cook. Wala pa ni may follow ko dito. Here we go. Flat boy. Ikaw lang flat boy. Sila. Yan only kasi temperature lower when it's flat boy. This one's okay, I guess. But still, it's not as expected. Syrup को temperature 127 छ अनि बिच बिचमा चाहिँ पानी चाहिँ खाइराख्नु पर्छ है साथीहरु. You need to hydrate yourself. If you're dealing with hot oil here, all that fume's gonna make you cough. When it comes off like that and it comes to the surface, you can tell that's not flat at the bottom. So I'm not running low on my batter. I think I'll just do maybe one or two. This is the perfect temperature. It's rising up, coming to the surface. So I do 6 circles. You could do as many circles you like. It's the more you do, the more it takes a little bit extra time to cook, but you can make any shape you want. While that's cooking, I'm gonna fill up my jar. First, right, I need to come out. Oh, and let's get flat on there for a while. Okay. And also like really hot. Make sure you're not doing it fast, not flipping over fast any. They'll break easy because they've been really crispy from being in the oil for long. Make sure you flip them over very gently. Hi everyone. I'm making Jeri. This is Nepali sweet dessert item. Made out of flour. And right now I'm just dipping it into the syrup. So I can tell my temperature has gone up. It's just a little over 300. We don't want it to be too hot. This is what it looks like. There's my second knife. Ideal goal for my Jeri is to be this size, almost size of my spatula. So the syrup is warm to touch. Temperature is right, they'll swell up, come to the surface. They'll spread out too. When it's too hot, they'll just all stay together. So it's now almost coming to 300. My heat set to medium. So one's ready to go in. Over. Temperature is at 300 right now. Let it sit in the sugar syrup for about 20 to 30 seconds. Not too long. It's a very easy recipe. Easy to make. Temperature so at 300 please. So even though I do 6 circles on each time, some comes out very small, some comes out just about size of this spatula. That's all because of the oil tapping. The temperature is right. We will spread and become poofy. But it's not gonna come out and stay like that. So right now, see them temperature is at 300 and it's coming up and it's also spreading it out. it right. So you have to play around with the heat. You have to lower it at some point. You have to make it a little bit higher. Because I added cold batter, temperature went down, so I just cranked it up. This one's ready to come out. See, this one came out a little bit bigger than the other one. And it doesn't have that many spikes around it. That's because it was cooking in the ideal temperature. Let me put this one on. So it's ready to cook. Now I also want to check my syrup temperature. We don't want it to get too cold. Let's check real quick. It's at 113. So I'm just gonna turn off the heat and turn off the heat. Oh, put it low, low, very low settings. It doesn't want to be, we don't want it to be hot. We want it to be around anywhere from 105 to 125 is good. Good temperature. Welcome everyone. I'm making Jeri. It's a dessert. Very popular dessert in the fall. We make this on special occasions. It's still at 300, so I'm going to add one more. Oh, so these two came out really good. This one's ready to go in as well. I'll let those cook. I'm gonna put these. So they are made out of batter, like flour batter. I made the batter overnight. Like I let it sit. I made it last night. I let it sit. Oh, this one broke. No. I let it sit in the fridge overnight. And then I take it out in the morning and I let it sit in the counter for it to hold to room temperature. And that's when we start to fry. We fry them and then we dip them in the sugar syrup. So you could either eat this by itself. I know some of us are very sweet. We love to eat sugary stuff. But if for some of us it might be too sugary, so in that case we could, eat it with yogurt. We in Nepal eat it with halwa. We eat it with a thin tortilla, flour tortilla. You just wrap it around just to balance out the sugar. Or you could eat it just by itself. Or be creative and eat with whatever you feel like eating with. There's no hard rule on how you eat this. These two came out good. It didn't have peaks on the outer rings. It did not clump up together. But right now, the temperature shows 300. That's exactly the ideal temperature that I have experienced that it needs to be while frying. I'm using a candy thermometer. Let it fry until it's crispy. So the more you fry, the more crispier it gets. The more crunchy it becomes when you dip them into the sugar syrup. But we don't want to fry until it's burnt. So this is what it looks like. I'm just dripping all the excess syrup out. Let's check the temperature. It's at 119 right now. I have my heat set to very low on this. If I were to dip this right from here to the hot syrup, your jalebis are jelly not going to be crispy like this. It's going to be very soft and soggy. These are ready for it. And I can already tell they're very crispy already. The temperature is going a little over 300, so I lowered my heat. So it's going out. Just about ready. All those are frying. We're going to get these two out. Be very gentle while you're flipping this over because they break really easily because they're so crunchy and crispy because of the frying. So just be extra gentle there. These are ready to get flipped. So it's not quite, but it's okay. It's almost ready to come out. Temperature still flowing at 300. I have very little batter left here now. So like, sometimes they become kind of like an oval shape. So just give it a little push while it's still soft. I think the phone on as well. So if you both of your hands work, then you are in good shape because you're doing one frying, one dipping in the syrup. Doing two things at one time. This one's ready. Right. Ready. You can do flower shape, you can do circles like mine. You can do any other shape you can come up, just zigzag this all in one area. Whatever shape you like. It doesn't have to be this particular shape. It's up to you. I just like the look of it. Like the circles, like in oil. So it's ready. I'm running low on my batter, so I'm gonna fill up our container. I'm running low on my syrup as well, but I think I have just enough to make. My target today is to make 40 pieces. So I think I have just about, let me see how many I've made